All right, Drew. Let's get to the phones. Where do you want to go? 2?
6.
6. Brody.
Hello?
Turn your radio down.
That's my TV, I'm sorry.
What's happening? You're 15?
Yes.
Where are you calling from? Oakland? Mm-hmm. Will you turn your radio? Please, on this day of mourning, do not have me start yelling at the first caller calls in, Drew.
Okay.
All right, is it turned down?
Go, Brody.
Yes. Okay, my question is it okay if you're, like, tired of hearing about it,
Oh, my God.
then, like,
First call of the night.
Smoke detector, huh?
Brody, did you hear that little chirping sound?
You can hear it?
We're just glad to know that you can hear it.
TV is still on, too.
Yeah.
I hear it.
All right, Brody, don't talk for just one moment, please.
Hang on. Oh, she turned the TV down.
Oh, she turned the TV down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not all the way, but turned it down.
Hey, Brody?
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
You're tired of hearing about 9/11.
Yes, and I just want to know, is it okay? Like,
most people... There we go again.
Yeah.
How do you live with that thing chirping in the background? It's hard to have
you sort of just learn to tune in.
Oh, there's one in another room going off. Did you hear that?
You can hear.
You've got 2 separate smoke detectors that are low on batteries?
There's like one in each room.
And they're all chirping?
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Oh, my God.
Sure, I know this is really, it's just not the night, but I can't help myself. That would bother a reptile. Do you understand? Like, if you had an iguana, it would start freaking out eventually.
Yes. Oh, my God.
If you're a human being who has 2 smoke detectors that chirp every 35 seconds...
We only heard 2. She kind of alluded that maybe there are more.
...and you're living with it, don't you need a PET scan at that point?
Yeah,
I mean, wouldn't you be worried
MRI.
that there might be tumors growing in the brain?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Hearing testing immediately. Audiologist, brain scan, yes.
I'm not worried about the hearing part. I'm worried about the processing part.
Well, if they hear it, then yes, the processing is of grave concern.
I would think there'd be like a golf ball-sized tumor.
With that chirping, I hear it through my skull.
Yeah, yes. Deaf people can play football because they smack a big drum, and that's how they know when to get off the ball, because they can feel the vibrations. And yes, I feel that smoke detector in my testicles. You could take 6 candles and pour them in each ear, and I would still feel it when it went off. All right, let's get back to Brody. This is why we could never dedicate a show to anything. We really should just dedicate the show to smoke detectors. Brody?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, now, before we get to your feelings on 911, yeah.
Oh. Sorry.
Yeah. You have 2 smoke detectors that are chirping.
Two that we've established so far.
Right.
How many actually are going off?
I'm guessing just
like
2.
Just like 2.
Just 2. And is one in your room?
Yeah, it's like a couple meters or feet away.
Meters?
No.
It's a strange thing for someone who can't change the batteries to be talking
She
about
knows metric and standard conversion.
Yeah,
she can't change a goddamn 9-volt battery on her smoke detector.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, there it is.
That's the other room. That one.
No, that was...
No, same room. The other one's distant.
She shut
maybe
the door.
It's in the kitchen or
Yeah,
something.
she shut the door.
Now, that's in your bedroom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at night...
It keeps going.
You go to bed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Adam, think about that. Your neighbor has a leaky faucet. You can't sleep.
No, you know what? I can't turn... I have a noisemaker that made the sound of the ocean.
Yes.
And it would put me to sleep, except for it didn't work because I could hear the repetitive rhythm in the wave sounds.
You'd pick up the repair. Yeah. You'd when it would repeat, it'd bother you.
It would bother me. In about every 14 seconds, you could hear it was on a computer chip, and it would come around, and you'd hear the same noise sound that you heard 15 seconds ago. And I started focusing on it, and I couldn't sleep because I was waiting for it to repeat. Yeah. Brody.
Huh?
Yeah, we understand we got a couple hours to kill tonight. So how long has that thing been chirping?
Since, like, last year, probably.
Year?
No, it hasn't been a year.
I don't know. I know it's been a long time, but I just don't know how long.
Now, how could she be surprised that we could hear that?
Who do you live with, by the way?
My mom.
And
want to get her on the phone?
Yeah. Where is she?
She's asleep.
Can you?
How could she sleep?
She doesn't. Oh wait, no, she doesn't have one in her room. But I guess it's like the same thing as me. You just sort of learn to tune it out or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if you learn to as much as you just don't learn to live or something. It just sounds bizarre.
Right.
All right. So listen, Brody, tell me your feelings on this thing.
Okay.
Get over it.
I just feel that, like, I don't know, like, what? Oh, like 2 weeks after it happened, I swear I was like, oh, okay, that's enough. You know, I don't know if it was because all the coverage or what.
That was the other room. You hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other room.
Shut up. And then, I don't know. Is it like okay? Because I don't want to feel guilty about
No.
it. At the same
It's okay. It's okay, Brody. And most people your age reacted that way.
Okay.
Everywhere I've gone in the country, people are just, oh my God, I want my life back. I can't stand this. Enough. And that I think a lot of people going into today did not want.
All right.
You have a gun? I'm gonna kill myself.
It's driving me nuts, the smoke detector. I'm 600 miles away.
Here's what I wonder.
No.
Wait, I've got a question.
All right.
We've done this show together for 6 years.
Yes.
How come we've only heard smoke detectors for the last 3 months? Given that 20% of our callers have smoke detectors going off next to their bed.
Yes.
How come we've only been hearing it for a couple of months?
Well, first off, I think it's more like 25%.
Yeah.
And secondly, my only guess would be that the batteries were new when we went on the air.
Okay, everybody had them all
And
put
that
together. Yes.
And it took like 7 years for them to run out.
Okay, got it. All right, good.
That's the average life of a 9-volt in the smoke detector. I have done some research on this. I have no idea, but I couldn't fathom somebody who would not be deeply, deeply troubled by that thing going off in their room.
I know that if an ant farts in your bedroom, that's it.
Oh, that is, even if it's a silent one, and I can just smell that ant gas. Okay, so
Okay.
everybody has had an ass full of this 911.
But we're going to keep talking about it.
That's right. But hopefully,
Because I think we have to. We really do. We need to force ourselves to look at this, even though we don't want to. To say enough, and I don't want to do this anymore. Hey, we have to take a break right now. It's to say enough. I'm just kidding.
Okay.
To say enough, I don't want to hear this anymore. That would be a normal reaction. But to then pitch that to that one.
Drew makes 2.5 jokes a year, and then is confused when you're confused by one of his jokes.
But you get more than confused. You're like startled. Oh my God! What?
Well, you say, "Hey, we got to take a break," very casually when in the middle of a conversation. I just assume you think we got to take a break. You know.